Can you feel yourself kind of winding up?
You know, I was trying to think that, and I don't think so.
Okay, so give me one tangible thing you need to control for you now before you leave the starting over house.
I have to learn how to compromise or suggest compromising.
Okay, Jennifer?
I have to put some effort into mending my relationships.
I would have to say mine's trying to do things that will help me accept myself now.
All right, so to summarize, don't waste your energy on controlling things you can't. Prepare yourself for things you can, like working on your goals, achieving your steps here at the house. That's where the energy needs to go, okay? So I think we're gonna finish there because I'm not sure Chloe can take any more learning for today. So you guys have a great day. See you later.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi,
Towanda.
Nice to meet you. Come on in.
Thank you.
We're going to work upstairs. Why don't you follow me up there?
Okay.
So I want to find out about what your dreams are in terms of singing styles. Just where are you now at with your singing?
I want to sing alternative rock. I want to be like a Pink, like a Black Pink.
Okay.
I don't have to sing R&B because it's what everyone else in my family's doing. And to be able to sing rock alternative music is about me and my independence. And that's important for me.
I think now I'd like to have you sing a little bit of Amazing Grace in a real R&B way. I want to hear what you do in your traditional way before we talk about how you can sound another way.
Okay. Okay. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saves a wretch like me.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. I know what, Erwin and Chelsea get along so well. They play tennis, and they just had the best time.
So you guys all got together today to play tennis?
With Kelly.
Oh, did you really?
And Lindsay and Gavin.
I get a phone call from my mom, and she tells me that my prayers have been answered. My sister, my children, everybody, we're all at my parents' house playing tennis and swimming together for the first time in 5 years.
This is my sister, Kelly, and that's my brother, Brad. And our family is based around tennis. We used to every Sunday get together. So my hope is that we could do all of that again. I'm so glad.
It's a miracle. I've been crying all night.
It is a miracle, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how you doing?
I'm just doing terrific.
Yeah, is that terrific?
Oh, this morning was like really energizing.
Yeah? All right. So shifting to a more somber kind of issue, how do you feel you're doing with the grieving?
I realized that I was holding it all in. You know, I wasn't letting my losses out.
But you also told me, Maureen, that part of the reason you weren't finished with the grieving process was
letting go.
You were afraid if you let go, somehow you would be dishonoring, particularly your children's memories, but also felt as if you would be betraying them by actually stopping grieving.
I know. A few months after my daughter was diagnosed with leukemia, my mother died. And then my daughter died. And just as I was surviving that, my son died. Their memories are there, and everything is still there, and I just have to say goodbye and know that they're still with me and let go. Whenever I've thought of moving out of Chicago, I've always felt like, oh, I can't move. I have to go to the cemetery on their birthdays and on all these, days. So I realized that I can leave Chicago and they'll still be coming with me.
They come with you till your very last breath.
Yeah.
Because you have internal reminders in your memory. That's all you need. Now, how is Larry with your grief? And we haven't talked much about Larry at all, so we're going to talk a little
Larry's
about Larry.
a pretty stoic man. He holds a lot inside. And
But how does he handle your grief?
he doesn't see me that much with it.
How would you describe your marriage to Larry?
Boring. He doesn't like to do anything.
Why did you marry Larry? You were 58 years old, approximately?
59 when we got married.
Okay.
It was when Joe died, and he was extremely supportive. We dated, we went out, we did things.
So you had fun together?
We had fun together. He was nice looking. He was into photography, into art, reading, all the things that I was interested in.
Okay, so he had good looks, common interests. But you're not describing really much about his inside. Was there any, on your part, any need to form a union for economics?
I would say it was about 30 or 40% of
Really?
it. Yeah.
So you saw...
And he knew that, too. You know, he knew that I was having a tough time financially.
And how soon after Joe's death did you marry
Joe
Larry?
died in December, and then we got married in April.
So that's 6 months. What do you think that was about?
Just time to make the decision.
Think again. Your son passes away in December, you get married in April.
I just wanted comfort. I wanted somebody to be with me.
Yeah.
I was alone when Linda died. You know, like I had her brothers and her sister. Her father and I were close friends, and then my second husband was like in and out of my life over the years of our divorce.
Maureen, it's very normal when you have a loss to try to create something to replace it also. When you're afraid of losing something, you want to hold everything closer to you. Often when people experience great loss, they will attach to someone because they need support and comfort. They choose this mate not out of a real respect for them as a mate, but out of a tremendous need to fill a big gap in their life. You might not have married him if Joe hadn't passed away. It's possible, you don't know.
I know that's possible.
Give me something you love about him, something that connects it to you.
Right now, nothing.
One of the things that people tend to do when marriages start going a little south is they spin it in a very negative way. And when they spin it in a negative way,
it continues going south and doesn't go back north.
Well, that's exactly right. But what it does is sort of takes you out of the guilt game, and they become the bad guy. You're not looking at this relationship in an objective way. If Larry were here today, and I said, Larry, why are you still married to Maureen? What would he say?
I don't know why he'd say this. He'd say she's pretty. And
Would he
she's
say
funny.
that?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's physically attracted
He
to you?
thinks I'm the cutest thing in the world.
Okay.
She's funny. She's extremely intelligent.
So isn't it interesting? Larry would describe you as fun, pretty, humorous, intelligent, and yet Larry doesn't want to spend any time with you.
He's easily entertained.
So we've got a disconnect there, right? Look, it seems to me that Maureen has been somewhat invested in the negative characterization of Larry. I want to shift her focus and have her look at the positive elements. I want you to write a letter to Larry, and in this letter, I want you to tell him why you love him and what you are grateful for.
Okay.
And I want you to call Larry sometime today, and I want you to read him the letter.
All right. I'll do that.
Okay? All right.
Why I love him and what I'm grateful for.
All right, good luck.
Okay, I'll do that.
See you later.
Now, it is natural when we're singing high notes, it's natural to want to pull the chin up. Try to resist that. So we're going to have back of the neck long almost all the time, soft bellies. You might have to practice that. Now, when you sing, I'd like you to try to keep your head real still so that you don't conduct with the head. But because I'm going to have you sing the song again, but with the head still. You'll feel restrained. You won't like it. Now, put 3 fingers right on that spot. I call that the magic spot. Shh, shh. Good. Shh, shh, shh. Right, notice how it wants to go in on the held note. Try to keep it out. If you do that, you'll notice that your throat will feel much more open when you sing. Why don't you step back over there for me? Let's try the song again.
Okay.
And this time, I'd like you to be very aware of your posture. I even have these little dolls that I put on people's heads. It's really silly.
Okay.
But
it'll keep my head straight.
it keeps your head straight, and whenever you move it, you'll feel it right away. There you go. Beep, 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 beep. Keep your larynx down. Beep, 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 beep. Beautiful. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Now more upper belly out.
The hardest part for me is for me to keep still because I'm so animated. I have to use my hands and my head and my entire body. So this is definitely a challenge for me to remain still and keeping my head straight. But I'm doing it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't move your head. Chest high. Keep your chest high. Don't move your head.
Excellent.
Was blind, but now
Upper belly.
I see. Woo, that's a challenge.
It's a lot of work.
My head.
What I heard was a beefiness in your sound.
Okay.
And I'd like you to take that into an alternative rock.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you some clues on how to do that. You know, just as a
Okay. What have we decided? What are we doing with Krista? Invite her here?
Or to go there, whatever.
What's your preference? Ask for what you want.
This is a big step for Jennifer. Not only is she repairing family ties, but she's building a relationship with the baby sister she says she doesn't know.
I'm so afraid of doing it wrong.
There is no wrong, sweetie. There is no wrong. What could be wrong about this? You're going to say to your sister, Krista, I want you to come out here and spend a couple of days with me so we can really get to know each other. Or, Krista, I'm going to come home to spend a couple of days with you. I think coming here might make more sense. She may never have this opportunity to see what it looks like for women to support women.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thinking. But I want you to do what feels right in your gut. I want you to make that call today.
Okay.
So you have to go call her right now
Well, I have to call her today.
and say, what?
I don't know, that's the problem. That's why I haven't called, because I haven't figured out what to say yet.
Oh, dear God, Jennifer. You know what? You're talking to your sister. You're on speaking terms. It's going to be fine, Jennifer.
I know, I'm not worried about it.
It's going to be completely fine.
I'm worried about the intention part, like setting the right intention and having the right tone.
I know.
She said that I can't do it wrong. Just call and talk to her. There's no wrong way.
That's
blah,
true.
blah, blah.
That's true. I believe that. And you don't like to plan things out, so when you
No,
just
I don't
start,
think of plans.
just pray about it and then go talk to her. That's what I do. And set the intention that only positive things will come out of your mouth and hers. How does that sound?
Did you hear what you said?
I have different mouth shapes for different styles. For rock sound, I like to do a shape I call the half tube. Now, the half tube has just the littlest bit of a smile. So if you say haw, haw, now just a little bit of relaxation on the side of the mouth. Say ha.
Okay. Huh?
Good. Now push 3 fingers
Okay.
on your magic spot, and then pull your larynx down a little bit so
Okay.
we get the deep sound. Ha.
Huh?
It's just a shape that makes resonance that's very common, especially if you want to be loud and I'm strong. Let's try that little. I'm strong.
I'm strong.
No, you.
I know.
So in the back where your tonsil. This is the
I
weirdest.
feel it though. That's good.
That's 50% of it.
During my session with Lisa, we're going through a lot of vocal exercises, and I am able to let go of the controlling part of Towanda, of already knowing the vocal part of it, and just releasing that and being open.
Part of what makes rock different from pop is that there's rebellion and anger in it. It has to sound a little threatening. And if you're too sweet sounding when you are doing rock, it becomes pop. But you have the capacity to have that deep, I'm here and I'm forced to be reckoned with sound. And I'll make an exercise tape for you with things that I think are really particular to your personal goals.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lisa. I can't wait to get the tape so I can practice. You are so good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Success.
Take care. Okay. She's good at what she does. She gave me a lot of little tidbits that I can use.
Squishy.
Hello?
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Can I talk to Krista, please?
Yeah, just a second.
Thanks. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Oh, nothing.
I've really been putting off the phone call just because I didn't think I really knew what to say. So We're just gonna talk and hope that it all comes out right. Anyways, I have a question for you.
What's that?
I need for you to either come to LA or for me to come to Denver so that we can have fun and get to know each other.
I don't know. Well, I'm not going to LA, so...
Why?
I don't like to fly.
Why?
That's scary.
It'll be fun.
Oh, I'll do whatever you want me to do.
Well, which one would you rather? Because you've never been to LA.
Okay, I guess I could go down there.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right. I'm excited for it to come. I think it'll be fun. Iana said we get to have fun, so... See? I better be figuring out what kind of fun I want to have.
Shopping maybe on Melrose.
No, I want massage and...
Spa day.
Spa day.
Ooh,
My sister's never had a massage.
I love that.
My sister's probably never even had a pedicure.
So what you do?
Met Lisa. She was very, very nice. We sat down and talked about where I wanted to go vocally and what style, and then we went over, you know, some cliff notes, I would call it.
Okay, because if you're changing genres,
right,
you've got to change everything.
So she was showing me the difference in noticing and knowing how to do it.
Your face is different, right?
Yeah,
what's the
way you
difference?
move.
Show me.
I did.
What is that for?
Rock.
Rock? Why?
Like it's like this.
Why?
Just the sound, to get comfortable with that sound. Like, ew, like that sound.
And if it were R&B, what would it be?
Like this. Like that, you know, narrow and flat.
Well, I sure am glad I can't sing.
It's okay.
And then rock people move a lot different. Does that mean you're going to throw guitars at people and stuff?
No,
like
I'm not doing all that stuff.
And show your butt?
I might show my butt.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you do that? I don't believe that. I absolutely cannot see you mooning nobody. Unless there's a side of you I don't know. What do you have to be to moon somebody? What would that be?
Carefree.
Carefree. That's the way of looking at it. I'm noticing just how excited and enthusiastic Towanda is about this notion of singing rock. Maybe she really has found her true voice.
You have to go to the edge.
You? To the edge? Do tell.
You do. You have to.
Are you ready to go to the edge?
Yeah.
Are you ready to go to the edge? And take some chances? I have an assignment.
Should I write it down?
On the edge. This is an edge assignment. I'm going to give you some instruments.
Okay.
Conga, tambourine. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to give each of your housemates an instrument that you think really reflects them or can pull something out of them. I just want you all to let go, let loose, surrender control, and have a good old jam session. And you do it at the edge.
How'd it go?
Good.
I have to tell you something, T. I've been waiting to tell you this. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Remember what I told you? That we used to play tennis and swim together?
Yes.
And that it was a happy family thing? I called my mom, and she was bawling. And I'm like, are you all right? And she said, guess what happened today? And I'm like, what? And she said, Kelly and Guy and her kids and Chelsea and Snowden were all playing tennis and swimming like we used to do.
Kimmy!
She said, thank you, Kim.
Good.
I said, Mom, what do you mean?
Because you started it. You planted the seed.
Right. So my mom said, you know, the only thing that was missing was you.
That is beautiful.
Dr. Stan has just given me an assignment to write a letter to Larry to tell him the things that I love about him. And I was just like remembering what we did before we got married and the fun we had and the going out and the romance, and then boom, we got married.
Hi, Kim.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
I'm meeting with Kim today because we are going to explore how judgments impact her choices.
So how you doing? You want to see the
I'm
menu?
nervous.
Why?
Oh, I'm just waiting for the next bomb to drop.
Have I dropped bombs?
It's
on you?
almost like we have this lovely tea and everything's going so well and happy, and then boom, drops a bomb. So it makes me a hair nervous.
Today, I want us to take a look at judgments. So you have 3 envelopes here. Each of them has $20. In this area, there are people here. I want you to strike up a little conversation, but you have to determine by the end of whatever your conversation is whether you're going to give them 1 envelope, 2 envelopes, or all 3 envelopes. And the only thing you have to say to them is, you cannot open this envelope until I'm gone. So I want you to determine who gets what.
Okay.
What I'm hoping Kim recognizes from this exercise is that when she does not judge, she can give without expecting or receiving anything in return.
Just start talking to him and give him this.
You may start talking to him and decide you don't want to give him anything. The choice is yours.
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, I had a long day. Anyway, I had an assignment today, and my assignment was to write down the things that I love about you and what I'm grateful for.
That was a short one, huh?
I love your blue eyes. I love the pictures you take.
Oh.
I'm grateful that you're willing to try and take some of the load off my shoulders. I'm grateful that you don't think that retiring doesn't mean that you should be sitting around and waiting to die. Now, love, Maureen. So that's what I wrote to you today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's very nice. Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
How are you? Hi. How are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good. My name's Kim.
Hi, how are you? Tyler.
Tyler? Nice to meet you. Well, I was just wanting to sort of get to know you. Why don't you tell me about yourself a little bit?
Well, I'm sort of a vagabond. Decided to quit my job the other day, and I needed a little adventure in my life.
Well, I have something for you, but you can't open it until I leave, okay? So I'm going to give this to you. It was nice meeting you.
Good to meet you.
And when I leave, then you can open it, okay?
Sure.
All right. My name's Kim. What's your name? Molly. Molly? Hi. Hi. What's your name? Siler. Siler. Are you guys friends then?
No, she's actually my cousin.
Your cousin. Are you guys friends though?
Yeah.
What do you think makes a good friendship?
Someone who you can trust.
Really?
Yeah, because if you can't trust them, then all friendships go to hell after that.
What do you think makes friendship work?
Probably just, trust, respect, being able to rely on someone.
Really? Well, listen, I'm going to give you guys this, and when I leave, you can open it, okay? All right. All right. It was nice talking to you guys. You too. Thank you. Bye. I'm back.
Well, that wasn't too long.
I know. It wasn't too long, was it?
So did you give it all away?
Well, I talked to this gentleman right here. I gave him one.
Why did you give him one?
Because he was willing to at least be open and talk to me without just saying, get away.
And what did you think he would think when you gave it to him?
She's crazy.
But did that stop you?
No.
Nope.
No,
didn't stop
I did
you.
it anyway. Yeah. I walked up to a homeless lady, and I was going to try to talk to her.
Well,
I'm not sure she would have known what to do with it, though.
Trust me, she
Really?
would have known what to do with the money. And believing she wouldn't have known is a what?
Judgment.
How does it feel just to give, expecting nothing in return?
Weird.
Just an awareness, sweetie. Just an awareness. I promise you there was no right, no wrong. Just an awareness. That how our judgments color our choices. I want to offer you that it's your judgments of Kelly that keep you from giving to her. Your judgments.
So, what else is going on?
Oh, I went over. I took a bunch of pennies back, a jar of pennies, and quarters and dimes and stuff. They're nickels and dimes that were rolled up in the drawer.
Oh, one of the
there.
drawers, yeah.
Yeah, I got $165.
You're kidding.
No. Boy,
Of
did
my
I
saved
get that.
money? Well, I want you to put that in an envelope.
Oh, God. I spent it already. We're really tight, you know.
I have to ask you a question, by the way.
Yeah.
The lamps in the bedroom, I hope that those got taken out of there.
No,
Oh, sweetie,
No.
please, please, please. That lamp with the pandas on it, Larry, I want...
I don't know where... You don't understand.
The lamp with the pandas...
Let me explain something to you.
All right, let me explain something to you. That was Linda's lamp.
That I will get. I will get that.
Well, I
but
thank
the
you
white
so
one-
much. And I hope you understand that whatever you leave behind, that I have to replace, that I'm going to replace
that's
it
an
like...
awful lot of stuff.
I know, Larry, it's an awful lot of stuff. It was an awful lot of stuff when you moved in the house, when we got married, and there's an awful lot of stuff that's being taken out, and an awful lot of stuff that was destroyed, and an awful lot of stuff that's being left. But still, it's my life.
So if you could give to the homeless lady and the vagabond free spirit artist, why can't you give to Kelly? If you could be a blessing to a stranger, why couldn't you be a blessing to your sister?
I don't know. I don't know.
None of those people are going to give you anything back. Why do you demand from Kelly? Just think about it, sweetie. You didn't do anything wrong. No judgment, no criticism. This is the depth to which you have to take this, Kim, to get to the joy. I have one assignment for you. Call your mother.
Okay.
You're going to ask her to tell you what she sees, knows, has heard from you that could have in any way hurt Kelly.
My part of the relationship.
Your mom is going to give you some information that you don't have.
Kim is a bit reluctant, actually resistant to doing this assignment. But then she remembers the power of surrender.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are you willing?
You know, I've been thinking about that. Because this is coming to the hard part. I know that.
Rhonda.
Hi, Rhonda. How are you? This is Maureen.
Hey, Maureen.
What's going on?
How are you?
I had an assignment from Dr. Stan today. The assignment was to write a letter to Larry and tell him the things I loved about him and the things that I was grateful for. I called him and I shared the letter with him, and the conversation just, he said thank you, and then the conversation turned like, not as happy an ending for me as I wanted, as I would have liked it to have been.
Are you courageous enough? Oh, Larry, this isn't the reason I called. I called to tell you that I love you and I'm grateful for you, and I'd really like to focus on that.
I just want him to be not so negative.
Let me try to see if I can get something.
Okay, dear. All right.
And so you need to think long and hard about what you really do want, and not stay out of fear, but stay out because you really do love him. And you really, really do want to stay.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Holy cow, T. What do you got us into tonight?
Kim, just come on.
We have a show. T's gonna give us a show. Come on, Mo, I'll fight you for the front seat.
Hi, ladies. Okay, we are going to create a starting over song.
Rock on. Tonight, I am showing the women how to just take a musical instrument and just play what you feel, even if it's not making sense, just being free, regardless on if you have beat or not. Like Kim.
Very good. Kim's going to give us a solo.
Oh, come on.
Go ahead.
On this?
And do what you feel, yeah. Okay, what's coming to your mind when you're playing that tambourine?
I am having a lot of fun. You can really see T's growth and how she has stepped outside of her box and the freedom that she feels with music. I think she's trying to share that with all of us. I think everybody can relate to music.
Okay, now give me a sentence of how that makes you feel.
This makes me feel free. Makes me feel happy.
She is enjoying it. Okay, give me a sentence.
Everybody needs a little sunshine.
Oh.
It makes me feel excited and young. It doesn't matter that I don't know how to play. It's not about that. It's just about playing.
This is really refreshing for me to see everyone in the house loosen up. Finally, we're having a blast. We're not wanting to put down the instruments, that's for sure.
Next week on Starting Over, Josie tries to live through her worst nightmare.
Kind of makes me have this feeling that somebody's going to try to take her from me.
If she doesn't do this the best possible way, legally, something bad could happen. Josie and Jennifer face off.
It's not going to get solved. Now that you're in a bad mood, please don't try to make everybody else feel like
Summer isn't prepared for her next challenge.
Tonight you're going on a blind date. I'm overwhelmed.
Why is Summer on the floor?
And rising tension explodes.
For her to judge someone from the color of their skin, she ought to know better.
I never thought I would have to deal with it here.
And the controversy could change the house forever.
Someone is leaving the Starting Over house today.